In this short overview, you will learn about the role of board chair, understand the responsibilities and time commitment, and know where to access resources for training and support. Trusteeship is a working relationship with the community, library staff, and fellow trustees. It requires a great deal of time and, even more importantly, a commitment to libraries. There's a direct correlation between the quality of library service a community offers and the knowledge, capability, and enthusiasm of its board members. A key to all successful boards is a board chair who is well prepared and can run orderly meetings. Each person who serves as board chair has a chance to grow their confidence and skills in organizational management, running meetings, communication, and budgeting. These skills can be helpful professionally and personally. Your bylaws will specify when and how the presiding officer is elected from the trustees. Have a plan to do training on the role of chair for all board members so they are familiar with the job or could step up if needed when the chair or vice chair are not able to attend a meeting. Even though a library trustee is a volunteer position, becoming a trustee is like taking on a new job. It requires the same hard work and willingness to learn as does a paid position. This is very true for each person who becomes chair of the board. This is a job that requires preparation and some additional time to devote to working with the director. Time management, organization, and leadership skills are important. Be realistic about the time commitment to prepare and be prepared for each meeting. A rule of thumb is to plan for an hour of preparation for each hour of your board meeting, plus an additional hour to review materials prior to each meeting. If your board meets on a monthly basis, you should plan to devote at least 3 hours each month to this important work. A similar rule can apply to each board member as they review materials prior to a meeting of the board. A few minutes spent in preparation saves time during meetings and helps focus on the decisions to be made. Prepared trustees make the job of the chair easier. The trustee serving as the board chair facilitates the board meetings with the help of the director. Before the scheduled meeting, the chairperson and director should prepare an agenda and schedule adequate time for the items listed. This agenda, along with related materials, should be provided to trustees ahead of the meeting to give them time to prepare. An agenda is developed from previous meeting topics, annually occurring items like budgets and policy review, and topics that are brought up in response to events or issues that the board can address within the scope of its jurisdiction. To get a meeting underway, the chair should start on time with a roll call. A roll call helps show that a quorum is present and is very helpful if your bylaws allow board members to join meetings online. You should introduce visitors or new board members and review the agenda. During the meeting, the chairperson should make sure that participants follow the agenda and procedures stated in the bylaws. For public comment, make sure there is opportunity built in for public comment on items both on the agenda and for topics that are within the jurisdiction of the library board's authority. When a vote is called in an online meeting, you can use a roll call to be sure the results of a vote are clear. Focus on issues at hand and that are on the publicly noticed agenda. Maintain decorum by setting expectations for how the board and the public should act, and hold to expectations and the limits of jurisdiction. At the end of the meeting, the chairperson should review and summarize for the minutes the meeting's progress, decisions, and assignments, announce the next meeting date, and adjourn the meeting. After the meeting, the chairperson and director work together to make sure that the meeting minutes are prepared and agenda for the next meeting is drafted. Between meetings, the chair serves as the main point of contact between trustees and the director, and may be asked to represent the library at local or state government meetings or other library-related functions. The chair has a lot to do before, during, and after board meetings. When everything is going smoothly, communication and preparation really help maintain great library services. When there are difficult decisions or situations to address, this can be a tough job. Thankfully, there are a lot of training resources and support for you in this important role. Next, we'll walk through some essential resources you can use to become comfortable with running public meetings. The library director is your first partner in learning about the role of the board chair. Sit down with the director and review your board's bylaws together. They are a great place to start for learning more about what is expected and how to conduct meetings. There's a one-page handout on parliamentary procedure from the MSU Local Government Center that is very helpful to reference during meetings. The MSU Local Government Center handbooks and parliamentary procedures online courses are also a great way to learn about the laws and procedures boards should follow. You can read more about all aspects of the work of trustees in the State Library Trustee Handbook Volume 1, Getting Started, as well as the second volume. We have many short videos in the MSL Trustee Training Collection, including tips for effective meetings. The MSL Learn Trustee Essentials courses are available for those who want to take a self-paced online course. And you can always reach out to the MSL consultants with your questions. The board chair plays a large role in ensuring that public trust is maintained by running effective meetings, ensuring public participation, and advocating on behalf of the library. The board chair serves as a model for the conduct of the board. Each person who serves as board chair has a chance to grow their confidence and skills in organizational management, running meetings, communication, and budgeting. These skills can be helpful professionally and personally. Your community benefits from having a good library. Your contribution as a board member, and when it is your turn as a board chair, helps ensure that Montanans are provided their fullest opportunity to enrich and inform themselves. Thank you for your service as a public library trustee.